Oh, world. Sorry. Like, don't do that. Also, fix your mic. Don't put it like inside. God, now it's gonna be all muffled and stuff.
Well, it's gonna be muffled anyway, because that's how I talk.
Okay. Well, sorry. I didn't mean this. We're not allowed to touch each other, but here in Florida we do. So I have a special real life guest. He's not a fighter, because I only interview fighters in real life, apparently. But fix your mic.
Oh my goodness, I got you. Just keep going. Keep doing you.
No, I'm gonna ask you to introduce yourself.
Oh, okay, bet. I'm JJ Curry.
Don't hold it too close.
Good. This is how. Look. You let me be. Hi. I'm just gonna put on the outside.
Okay.
I was trying to be professional.
But introduce us to yourself first.
Hi, what's up? I'm JJ Curry. JJ from Good Times. And Curry like the chicken.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. That's
easy way to remember.
Yeah.
It's almost like I tell people that all the time.
What am I? I'm actually like there's no Mary Kate and
Mary Kate, yeah.
But then like I'm
Collins like
Joan. I say Joan Collins.
Yeah, there you go. Boom, there you go. See?
Okay. So we had to ask you the stupid cliche question.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. What got you started doing comedy?
That's not a stupid cliche question. I was working as a security guard, and I used to and that's sometimes the club would get too packed up, like hold the line up, so people would start getting mad. So I would start cracking jokes with people up there. So they were like, "Oh, that was funny." And next door was another comedy club, and the comedian came down, saw me do this, and he watched me for like 2 hours doing it. And then he was just like, "You ever thought about doing stand-up comedy?" I was like, "Man, I'm not telling no jokes." And then he handed me his card and told me to see me on Monday. And then the very first time I touched stage was April 1st, almost 99 years ago, so 2012. And I have never walked off stage since then.
9 years. That's freaking amazing, bro. Okay. So, the important question. Okay. Why did the chicken cross the road?
To get away from interviews.
Okay. That's fun. That's fun. What do you think about people who comment on porn videos?
They got too much time. But also at the same time, what are they commenting? Are they giving critiques? Or, because there's some people who comment in there with links of their videos in it. So like, you may like this one. So if you're a hustler, I get it. But like at the same time.
Me and my coworkers, we were we were looking at comments of people who make comments on like dildo reviews, and like there was this one comment. It was like, "Oh, this satisfies my wife really well," and I'm like, "Well, that's not. You were supposed to do that. That's your job."
No, it's not.
Really?
No, it's not. My job is to bust a nut. Can I say that? What can I cannot say?
You can say that now.
Okay, cool.
I was gonna cater this towards kids, but now I'm not.
That kid gonna be like, yeah, everybody. You don't know what that means.
Okay. So now that we're on that subject, what category do you think that your comedy would fall under?
Porn?
No.
No. My porn would be more like a gangbang.
Oh my god. Why do men like watching gangbangs?
Because somebody having because no dude want to wipe the girl in the gangbang, but they would love to smash the girl in the gangbang.
We're learning a lot here, guys.
You went real fast.
I post valuable content, guys. This is useful.
We're not even 5 minutes in, people. We're not even 5 minutes in.
But would you say that your audience is more like people who like, like vulgar stuff? Are you more family friendly?
I'm what I would like to call myself honesty. So I believe in like a comedian told me when you hear my jokes, it sounds like I speak in absolute. So like, yeah, crackheads are real. Let's talk about them. So yeah. I talk about stuff that's in the world, everything actually happened realistically, but I talk about it in my world. So like, yeah, I'm in the world with y'all, but y'all don't see the same stuff I see. Yeah. And that's how I try to explain it.
Or do you ever feel like people see the same stuff that you do, but like they're focusing on the wrong thing?
They focus on they focus on either on one side of the coin. And then they're focused on the other side. And my objective is to always argue the other side of the argument.
True. Your name is an all Madden?
Yeah, is it? It's not all Madden. Okay, so all right. So if you play video games, you're talking about my name joke. All right, so there's a game called Madden. and that's called difficulty levels. Well, the hardest form in this game is called all Madden, and that's when I mean that when I mean the game difficulty is the all-time hardest. And I feel like people with certain long names instantly get put in these categories, and that's why I say my name was all Madden. So my entire life growing up, people always just treated me like, oh, your name must be special about your blood and this and that. So they just assume like my life was gonna be rough.
Oh
no! So all Madden. So because I'm the only kid. I probably was the only kid in first grade that got into it with my first grade teacher because she didn't want me to go by JJ. She was like, nobody would ever call you JJ, and I was like, bet.
At first grade?
Yeah, I was going through it
That's so
as
rude.
a child. So yeah,
Jesus.
you're gonna have to be called Jaquavius. You didn't like it, you should tell your mama not to change you that. I'm like, how the fuck would I tell my mama this? It was better than the name that she could have been. Two names it could have been.
Well, what were the other two options?
My dad wanted to name me after him, which is Luster Woodruff Curry Jr.
I like that.
That ain't happening. You can't name me after. You can't be named after somebody who ain't around. Second
Jesus
question.
Lord.
The second was he wanted to name me Charlie Fred Curry. So it would have been CFC.
That sounds like a business owner.
Yeah, and I'm not either one of those. And my mom wanted me to have a name that was original and that can be somebody else myself. And hence the reason why I'm Jaquavius Jamarquez Curry.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like
See?
that.
You know more Jaquavius out here.
So, another stupid question. How do you write your sets? And like I said, I know that's a stupid question.
Okay.
So for someone who's like trying to be a professional stand-up comedian, how would you? You are professional. Oh my God. How would you recommend to them? This is how you should write a successful set.
I would never tell anybody how to recommend to write a set. I would just say, me personally, I write set in this form where everything flows perfectly.
Yeah.
But then you have some people who can write the chaotic stuff in there. Mm-hmm. I write stuff in the sense of like in a segment of 3. So I do like a big window. Like when I write a set, when I mean a set, I think it's something longer than 25 minutes or more. Yeah. And I look at it like, what is the story that I'm trying to tell? So it's either I can tell you about who I am, how I grew up, my love life. Like, so I look at like, how can I describe those aspects of my life within that 25 minutes, or what is the goal I'm trying to achieve in this? So I look at it like that. That's how I write my sets though. But most people don't do that.
It sounds very similar to like playwriting.
Yeah. I wonder. One of my homeboys called me. He was like, I like how you write past, present, future. So he was like, you talk about your past, you talk about your present, and then you discuss what you want to do in your future. All in the joke, but nobody really pay attention to it. They were like, oh, I didn't even realize you were doing that. Because I'm good. I'm a writer, but nobody believed I'm a writer.
Do we hate Tom Brady?
Okay, so I don't hate Tom Brady, but I am a Falcons fan. So every time I see Tom Brady...
Well, it was nice meeting you.
Yeah, that's fine.
So have a good day.
All right.
Why are you a Falcons fan? You live in Florida.
I grew up in Georgia.
You grew up... Okay, but you live in Florida.
But I'm from Georgia. I'm a Georgia boy for the rest of my life. I will always be Georgia. That's why I would never lose this country accent.
Jesus.
Southern, baby. So every time I hear Tom Brady, I think of 28-3, and I felt real bad when he moved there. I was like, oh,
Is he gonna stay in Tampa?
He's still living in Tampa. He's back.
No, yeah, I heard he unretired, but like, is he gonna like?
He lived in he always lived in the little over there by the rich people and shit.
Yeah. I used to work over there.
Yeah, you should go back. You need some money. You should go back. I heard about your last tip.
They're a lot nice over there, actually.
A lot of dudes upset about why you got her laughing so much.
Speaking of making her laugh, should Pepe Le Pew have been canceled?
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
Pepe is the average guy who just didn't know, because he never spoke. First of all, the cat never spoke to him. She never told him no. She just played. To him, she played hard for the geek. You know what I'm saying? But like, some women do that. Some women be like, this dude won't leave me alone. I'm like, did you tell this guy no? And they were like, I can't speak to him. it doesn't matter what everybody else outside of your world doing until you physically tell this man no. He'll think he always got a shot, and that's Pepe Le Pew. Pepe Le Pew, man, he didn't look. They need to rewrite my man Pepe. I can rewrite Pepe.
That's so true. That's so true.
He needed a chance. He needed a chance in his court.
That's so true. Like the girls at my job be like, oh, the guys think you're always hitting on us, and it's like, but like, okay, ho, but like you're soaking that shit up because like he just made you a free fucking ribeye.
Yeah.
Like you wanted that.
Yeah.
Like that sounds so bad.
It sounds so terrible.
This is the video where we got canceled.
Ooh, don't know the we part.
You're gonna defend me.
I made a how? I'm like, man, she said that. I can't defend. It's on camera. She recorded it.
Do you have a favorite bombing story?
Ooh, girl, I bombed so many times.
Really?
Yeah, one bomb. The worst bomb was in Jacksonville. I did the first.
Oh, they're the worst audience.
They're so fucking rough. I did one joke. One joke hit, and all the rest of them were just flatline. To the point where I heard one lady in the background say, "Why is he up there?" It was fucking horrible. And then that was the bomb that actually changed my life, though. Like when I remember driving back from, like, I had to drive to my mama's house, which is 4 hours away from Jacksonville, going toward Georgia. And I'm driving back, and no sound, no audio, and I was so depressed. And comedians get real sad and depressed, and like to the point where I was just like, man, if I just take this right, I'm done. We done. We ain't gotta worry about this no more.
Yeah.
But that was the set. I was like, I would never be the worst comedian on the show ever again. And ever since then, it was just like, it was the stack. It was the layers that made me better. Then another funny bomb story. I bombed, but it was right before the election, the Trump and Hillary election.
Yeah. And
we was in Panama City, and we had to do 2 shows. We had to do 1 hour and a half long show in front of 2 very, very old people. And they had deplorable bedazzled shirts on. And I was just like, oh, this is not my crowd. And at some point in time, we were just talking about JFK for like 20 minutes. Because apparently he knew him personally.
Oh, no.
And it was the worst, but I left the show early. I got off stage early because I wanted to supposed to be headline. I looked at him, I was like, you got this one. So it was horrible. It's a few bad bombs out there. I just had one recently. It's a few of them. Yeah, I bomb all the time. You got to bomb all the time. You ain't bombing, you ain't doing nothing good. How do you expect to get better if you can't force yourself in a better situation? Like, if I'm not pushing the envelope, then I'm not getting better. And if I'm not pushing the envelope, how am I supposed to know? Like, if I know all my joke works, I'm not doing the comedian job justice and talking about shit that matter.
True. Speaking of Hillary, Happy Women's History Month.
Happy Women's History Month. To the uterus, people with born uterus.
Oh, jeez. So let's talk about all the great accomplishments that Hillary has done.
She married Bill.
That's a great accomplishment.
And she was a mayor of New York at one. No, I think she was the governor of New York.
Was she?
She was something in New York. She was something in New York, and she lost to Trump, and she'll be the first and only person that ever lost to an unqualified person to a job. She's the only person I know that lost a presidential race when bitch you had it in the bag. All you had to do was not talk about you had hot sauce in your bag, and you would have been.
Oh my God! Oh, I forgot that she did that.
Yeah, see.
Do you? So what have you done to celebrate Women's History Month this month?
I have not womanized woman. I have not been a womanizer. I've been well behaved. And I got about today's 17th, about 14 more days before I can be a womanizer again. So
that's what we should all achieve for.
Yeah.
Don't womanize women this month. You can do it like
you can do it in April. April 1st, you can knock it out. February 28th, February 29th, go ahead. But that March 1st, you gotta be a gentleman. Do what your mama raised you to be.
Yes, I agree. We can agree. You're so stupid. Okay, you're a big fan of Bel-Air.
I am a fan of Bel-Air. I just watched the last 2 episodes last night too.
Are they good?
Yeah, I like one big fan of it. It's pretty good.
Why are you a fan of Bel-Air?
Honestly, I like the idea of like taking some old and giving it a new genre, because a lot of things you're not gonna get a new original take on a lot of things. There's no way in hell. Like this has been going on since the 70s. If you want an original take, then you have not watched TV since 1950 something when TV was made. Sanford and Son, British old show. You know what I'm saying? Like those are Friends, Living Color. Like those Friends was Living Single. So everybody have a remake of a show. I just like the idea like they made it more of a drama, and it makes sense. They actually gave every character an actual purpose, and they didn't leave them down to their bare minimum. Like Hillary is way better now than she was in the 90s.
I hear a lot of people like Hillary.
Yeah, Hillary is nice.
Why do you think we didn't like her?
Oh, it's just because she didn't have a purpose. She not necessarily didn't have a purpose. It's just she didn't have any drive. She seemed to be very ditzy. She wasn't a good take of a black woman. If you really sit there and think about it, she wasn't a good representation of that. Like she was beautiful, but she was not smart. She wasn't.
Don't look at me.
Lazy.
Don't look at me.
She wasn't smart. She wasn't lazy. She was very lazy.
You're talking about me.
No. She just wasn't a good representation of a black woman, and I feel like the one that they have now.
I liked Hillary too. During Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I liked Hillary. So I feel like you're talking about. Here's my theory why I think we didn't like Hillary.
She was light skinned?
Yeah. We don't like light skinned people.
Look.
We don't.
I'm not going doing this. We're not doing this battle of dark skin, light skin. But I am gonna say this: Tyler Perry need to quit doing wrong with all these dark skinned dudes. I'm tired of
the light skinned man saved the day.
The light skinned man saved the day, and I'm just like, well, some of these motherfuckers are terrible, right? Like, you know, man, all these beige thugs out here.
It's true. It's true. Okay. Speaking of dark.
Okay. Coffee.
What dark event has happened in your life that you've incorporated in your comedy?
Oh, me dying. Yeah, that's probably the darkest event of my life. I was 19 when it happened, and recently I've been telling more of the story about it. And so it's been getting funnier. It still have to figure. It's still sad. I still got have people coming to me. I can't believe this happened to you. But it's like I gotta talk about it just because it is very important. It's a very important part of my life that really did change a lot of stuff that happened to me. So like now, I gotta embrace the darkness. It's been almost over 10 years now. So yeah. Gosh, yeah. I was 19 when it happened. So yeah, 30. It'll be 31 this month. So almost 12 years.
Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary of not dying.
Yeah, thank you. I'm here breathing. Can I get a cake?
Jesus.
Can I get a cake for not dying?
There might be cake here, probably. Okay, what do you think is the relationship? Because you were talking earlier about how your comedy is honest. What do you think is the relationship between comedy and the truth?
It's a hand in hand. You need it. But comedy is the way to tell the truth and the way for everybody to understand it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like, how can you have Dave Chappelle, best example. Dave Chappelle joke is Killing Them Softly, when he talk about how you can't have a black hostage, and like they like the government don't care for black hostages. Like if you got one, it won't happen. Well, currently.
The homegirl in Russia, the NBA player,
yeah, and it's almost the WNBA player.
Yeah.
It was like,
we don't need her. It's not funny. I'm sorry.
It's not funny.
It's not funny.
It's like it's crazy that it's coming back around. It was like and that's what comedy is. If you're a real good comedian, you got real good jokes. They last years. They fucking are one of the best things. Chris Rock joke of O.J. Simpson was saying like he didn't justify him killing his wife. If he did, I don't know if O.J. did it or not. I was a child. I was a child when this happened. But the joke of him saying that I'm not saying that he did it, but I can understand. It's one of the it was like a lot of but he was talking about how divorces can ruin a man's life and how he always set the woman up, and all of a sudden other shit start happening, and now to these days you have more guys arguing that divorce isn't fair on the male's part of it, and this and that. So like these jokes are funny in the beginning, but they have a lot of meat and potatoes in them.
Oh, punny.
Yeah.
Say patties.
Oh, say patties.
Where's your green?
Oh, well, green girl. I got some money in my account.
That's the green.
That's the green. I ate spinach last night.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Who eats spinach?
I love spinach.
I love spinach.
You can't say who eats spinach then say
No,
you love it.
like, but like,
Bandwagon. Next question.
No.
Next question.
I think I only like spinach because of Popeye.
Popeye my spinach. You see, girl, you or something else.
Didn't they cancel? No.
They didn't cancel Popeye. Popeye ain't got nothing but cancer on his own. You're full on.
Oh no! I think it's like he's like the hyper masculine male, like his unrealistic standards for men.
Yeah, because ain't nobody full orange is goddamn big. Ain't nobody full orange is goddamn big. This nigga can't do nothing. He can barely put a shirt on.
Okay, so fucking I'm not supposed to be flying. Jesus.
What do you mean? This is not Ukraine. Somebody they can't be flying.
No, because like apparently like there were like millions of people flying before the pandemic. Now it's like only like a couple 100,000 people traveling. I
just left the airport 2 weeks ago.
Is it packed?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe the 100,000 all go to the same airport, but there's a fucking lot of them.
This is a joke that I always say. Like, I always say, like, whenever we're busy at the restaurant, I'm like, I thought half of you guys died.
Oh, God. If half the people died from the coronavirus, rent would be a lot cheaper.
Honestly.
God,
you don't need your place. Give it to me.
God, for real. Please.
But, okay. Okay, so in the beginning, God created us in her image. Okay. Listen. I put a lot of thought into these questions.
I got you.
I can ask you how you.
No. I want to know. I need to commit to this. I need to commit to this question.
In the beginning, God created us in her image. Okay. Okay. Do you think we were born to create or to love?
Ooh. Create, because love is not necessarily a factor into creation. You don't need to love your creation. You just have to create it. Love is an option for. Love is not an option for anything. You don't need to put love in anything. Love is basically like the topping of random shit. You know what I'm saying? Love is the fucking orange slices to the fucking old English. Like it don't necessarily have to be there. But you have it, you can give it, but you don't need to love. Wow. Yeah. But that's just because I'm a heartless person. Yeah, that's a good question. God, I want to need that bar though. I want to need that bar from you. I'm like, you need to love your creation. There's people out here that have kids all the time and they don't love them.
Jesus, that's true though. That's true. That's too true. Okay, so where can we like you, stalk you, all that fun stuff?
On the social medias, we got the TikToks and Instagrams, all under I'm just _JJ. And then I'm on YouTube too, but I don't really post stuff on there like that because I'm horrible. I'm a terrible person on social media. That's why I'm not famous. Well, she gotta quit fucking telling people this shit.
You are famous, bro. Okay.
Thank you. See how she can't even argue that.
Jesus. Talk to us about your podcast.
Oh, the Curry Chicken Podcast. If you like comic books, comedy talks, or anything stupid like that, come listen to me and my boy Ricky Hickens. We're doing the Curry Chicken Podcast. It's on iTunes. It's on iTunes, Spotify, and some more networks. But the only one I listen to is on Spotify because they pay me the most. They don't pay me at all.
You get paid?
No, they don't pay me at
all.
all.
Okay. I'm about to say, I'm not getting paid for that.
I need a couple more thousands to listen before I can get 10 cents. So, but there's the Curry Chicken Podcast. The Curry Chicken Podcast. It's got 2 chickens on the cover of it. You need to look at it if you're a visual person.
Your name's like so perfect for what you do.
Curry?
Yeah. Cause okay. Now you're thinking Steph Curry.
Yeah, no, I'm not thinking Steph Curry. I'm like, what do Curry got to do with comedy?
Like you could like you.
Yeah, this shit's spicy. You gonna be a little curry in there.
Okay, last question. I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
So I feel like. Listen. Oh my God. So I feel like all throughout history, artists have been taken advantage of. Van Gogh never got paid.
Never.
People making money off of him. You know, Shakespeare, if he wrote his plays, never got paid. You know.
I think it's your birthday.
It's my birthday this month, but But we still want to create as artists. Why is legacy so important if we're all out here struggling?
Because it's the thought of like living on forever. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily that I have to live on, but my words get to, or my vision get to listen to.
Yeah.
So like Van Gogh would be extremely happy right now. Because all he wanted was that his art, not that he may have died poor, but his art lived on forever. You know what I'm saying? And then most artists do the same as that thing. Listen to the shit we were talking about earlier. These Joes killing them softly and shit like that 20 years, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And they still have right now, like everybody aimed to have something to last longer than themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the legacy. Like some people aim for it with the kids, some people aim for it with their work. You can't trust your kids though, because your kids are fool. You'll never know what kind of child you're gonna have. You don't want your legacy to be a serial killer. You know what I'm saying? You think Jeffrey Dahmer's mama proud of this? You think she proud of like, damn, this nigga really out here ate people. You know what I'm saying? Her baby was hungry. She didn't feed her son. That's what she gonna get known as, the mother who didn't feed her child.
Oh my God.
He was at home licking his skin like, ooh, this is delicious. Like, do you think that's the kind of legacy? No, but that's a legacy. Serial killers have legacy. Like a lot of people, the idea of a legacy isn't necessarily always good. But you know what I'm saying? It's a fucking, this your boss, your fighters want a legacy. They want to fucking be like, man, even if they may not win the championship, but if they have a legacy of like, man, this motherfucker he knocked this dude jaw loose. That's something to be proud of. You want to have something to be proud of when you go out this world.
That's true. That's true. And you're leaving a fantastic legacy, I think.
Ooh, that's going to be scary.
One of my favorite videos of you, because you very rarely post videos of you on stage.
Yeah.
Do you do that on purpose?
Yeah, a little bit. It's just, it's the thing of like, I hardly ever record my sets, like for audio. Like if I record a video, it's normally because I'm trying to look for something else, or I'm looking like how do I perform this joke. Mm-hmm. And then I take those videos and be like, I guess I take a clip out of this one. I'll take a clip out of that, just to be like, at least I did it for a purpose. So yeah, I do that. I got some more stuff coming out soon though. So
good. But like, one of my favorite videos is you were doing crowd work and you're like, okay, I gotta go, and the lady in the audience was like, don't leave. And you're like, well, they don't pay me to stay. Yeah. It was so funny.
It's true. I remember what you're talking about. It was they didn't tell me what the light was. So at that point in time, I was already 15 minutes over.
Oh no!
Yeah, so I was like, we got to go, and I was like, where the light at? Then finally it was like nobody came out there. The host didn't come out there try to grab me. My feature act didn't try to come out there. Then nobody. I kept looking to my side like the whole this 15 minutes extra is just me just going like what the. And I'm going. I'm still telling jokes. I'm like I can keep going. But then eventually I was just like, all right, we got to. Then they were like, all right, cool. And I'm like, all right. And one lady, I don't care, keep going. I'm like, no, we can't keep going. They got a second show and they ain't paying me more. Like, it's just, they ain't paying me for OT.
JJ, it's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
Thank
actually.
you
I'm
so
glad
much.
You finally knocked this out, huh?
Yes.
Yay.
And then maybe I could be a guest on your.
Oh, you want to do the curry chicken podcast?
Can I?
Well, I got you. Let me talk to Ricky. Let me talk to Richard. You know what I'm saying? We don't
Ricky,
do guesses.
let me be on. I'm a little funny. Oh, I have a good joke.
Funny.
I have a good joke.
Keep it for the podcast.
Okay. You're so rude. It's Women's History Month, and being rude to a woman.
I wasn't being rude.
Fine.
I was just trying to keep it. We gotta keep it a secret. A good joke is a joke that nobody knows.
Do people do that to you a lot? Be like, oh, I'm a little funny myself.
You have no idea. You gotta go.
Do you laugh? Do you fake
Of course
laugh?
I fake it. Because if you don't laugh, then you're gonna tell you another one. That one wasn't good enough. Give you this one here. How about this one?
Thank you, JJ. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check him out live or on the podcast or both.
I gotta go to the gym now. We gotta get ready for these big guns.
Don't look at my stomach. Okay, bye.